79 people. We are not number 79. Karin, this is a vampire anime, which I'm about to say that it's really fucking good, and it's a really unique aspect of how they do the anime. Why is it on the list? Because of how unique it is. Basically, all the vampires suck blood, except for one, and that's our main character. She has an issue of having too much blood, so instead of taking blood, she gives blood to people. And since she's a vampire, she's pretty much, if she was in she'll be really good at the hospital because she can use blood transfusions like it's nothing. Which I find it hilarious because after she gives the blood, she like they find power and mighty, and they're all hypergenic and stuff. Here's the main issue with the anime as a whole, and this is what the main issue is on why it's not higher on the list of animes. Let's just say this: the plot is about the romance about a guy who sees her, but it takes a few episodes just to him to acknowledge that she's a vampire. Okay, that's the main issue I have with it. I mean, if he sees it on the first or second episode of her biting someone, but she thinks that he thinks that she's dating him, an older guy, but it never happens. They fall in love with each other, so it doesn't really bother me. Mine's are 24 episodes, but the main issue is the fact that that beginning part is really fucking like it stretches out on his idiocy, to be honest with you. But they do fall in love. There are 24 episodes. Soundtrack wise, it's good, okay. The theme song's good. Now then, why? And they have a brother who's a dick. I don't like the brother. His parents are too clumsy, but they're nice and to the point. And then you got their sister, which is just adorable, but she sucks people's blood. I like her. I like the main character's sister. She's adorable. She's awesome. And she also has a side character who's her friend, who likes to think that they're both dating right off the gate, which is fucking funny. Now then, why is it on this list on per se? Why is it number 79? Because of how the plot reckons. When you first get into it, it slowly builds it up, and they do it correctly, to my opinion. Some animes don't like to build it up correctly. Like the anime I'm watching right now does not build up the anime correctly, and it just feels like it's boring to me. That being said, though, this anime is really fucking old. I think it's like really old per se. It was in made in the 2000s. It's not a newer anime. It's an old anime, like 10 years, between 10 to 15 years old anime. But you can tell by the animation quality, to be honest with you. But it's still pretty good, especially from a mid to late 2000 anime. It's really fucking good. And the only reason why it's on the list is because it's a unique way to introduce a vampire. Like you have most vampire people think of, oh, they suck people's blood and kill people. This anime does not do that. The main character does not kill people per se. She likes to do. She likes to think that. No, she doesn't like to think. She is the main character who does. She likes to give blood to people, pretty much blood transfusions. That's a unique way of establishing a vampire, which is a good thing. I like this anime because it's a unique way of using it. It's better than fucking Vampire Knight. In fact, every anime that's a vampire is better than fucking Vampire Knight. That anime can go suck it. This anime is probably, I think this anime had like the best way of introducing it. Now then, why is it not number 79 and not higher since I've given it a lot of praise? Well, because of the fact that I watched this before Vampire Knight. If I watched this ahead of Vampire Knight, I probably would have ranked it lower on the list, like at like 60 or 50. But because of the fact that I watched it before Vampire Knight, it deserves at number 79. Still good, but stuff like that. If I watched it if I watched it after Vampire Knight, it'll probably be in the 50s and 60s because then they'll make me trust more vampire animes. But Vampire Knight is the main issue why this anime is so high up on the list because I watched it before Vampire Knight. I keep mentioning Vampire Knight because I don't like that fucking anime, and it's my benchmark for vampire animes. This anime does do a good job, but it does have lacking stability. First off, her dad's too fucking clumsy and too fucking arrogant, and her brother's a fucking dick. I don't like her brother. Her brother can go shut the fuck up. He's the most evil person in the whole group, per se. The main character is Ronju Mills vampire. Although she does get nosebleeds a lot, which is kind of fucking funny, and he tries to help her out by, this, that, and the other thing. My other issue why it's not higher on the list is because of the fact that all the side characters are too fucking stupid to realize she's a fucking vampire. That's what my main issue is, because when she has a nosebleed, it's like having a nosebleed where it covers all the walls and stuff because you're bleeding so much. But the funny thing is the fact that when she does do that, it's just the main two characters that see it, and he cleans it up so fucking fast and that no one knows about it, and that's what pisses me off about it. It's like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking high? It makes no fucking sense. But to be frankly honest with you, that's why I think it deserves to be on the list because it's unique. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get yourself into, and it's also really fucking good. There's the fucking plot and the fact that there's a lot more scenery to be the exact. There's nighttime castles, stuff like that. It's really fucking good. Um, with that being said, though, it's at number 69 for no, not 69. It's at number 79 for a reason, though, because of when I watched it and what I watched after it. Okay, so I'm gonna give this at number 79. Spoiler alert: the next anime will be the second to last anime that's a vampire anime because there's only 3 vampire animes on the list, but this one deserves to be on the list and recognized as a great anime because of the fact that it stretches out its romance. There's only 24 episodes, which I've already said that before, but the main problem is the fact that some of the side characters are too fucking stupid to realize that she's a vampire. And she's like when she has a nosebleed, there's no one else to see it except for the vampires or the guy that she falls in love with. That being said, though, um, that's the only two issues I have with the anime. Everything else is good. The plot's good. The fucking romance is good. The fucking people being evil pricks is good. Even though I don't like her brother, because he's an asshole. The sister's cute. Even though she's 11, but this is a vampire, so I don't know if she's like 10. I don't know how the fuck they have kids when they're vampires. That makes no fuck. I still don't understand that. That makes no fucking sense. But the main gripes about it, the soundtrack and the fucking theme song are fucking good. There's some soundtracks in the anime that's okay. Some of it's pretty bad, but some of it's good too. So it's like in that middle range. That's the other main reason why I think it's good. With that being said, though, I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care, and we'll go on to number 78 tomorrow. Which, by the way, 78 is an anime I've already reviewed, so I'm not gonna explain it to you guys that much. But I'll explain a little bit of it. But I guarantee that you guys will like it. It's not vampire anime, so don't look at fucking Google search of what anime to watch, but I hope you get some nice positive day. Take care and stay fucking positive. Later.